You're live on the Dagryhnd Radio with some of the hottest indie artists that touched down and gave us a blessing. We want to welcome the one and only Siza Hanz live on the Dagryhnd. How are you doing, Siza Hanz?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself, Mr. Neely?
We're blessed. We're blessed to have you on the radio, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a blessing to be here today.
Now, tell our fans and listeners a little bit about yourself.
Oh, yeah, DJ Siza Hanz. I started off as a rapper probably about 13 years old. I'm blessed to be located where all my music, generated from. Shout out to my cousins. We was told to below the Assassin Dirty Red. But I evolved from writing rhymes to evolving to a producer, making beats, and they kind of derived from me needing beats, starting off as a rapper. So it was like, I'm in Pulaski, Tennessee, home of the KKK. So I need to find out how I'm going to get into hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? That was something that represented my life and it was my expression. So, I kept on evolving. And once I got the beat-making part, I started displaying my DJ skills, which keeps me relevant also.
So how does it, okay, this is what I want to ask.
Okay.
How does it feel to be in a home of the KKK?
Oh, well, it overall the nation is dealing with white supremacy. Being here, if you have the right upbringing, you can have insight and know how to counter those things in your life, which is difficult when you come up in systems that teach you false things also. And yeah, it's real difficult because I got a lot of friends and relatives that fall victim to some of these snares out here. And I have also, but the thing is, with God first, I've been able to rise above a lot of occasions. But personally, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It hurts personally because you miss a lot of opportunities when you prepare and you know what discrimination is too early.
Yeah. So, do you think your music reflects the anger that you have with the ignorance that's going on?
Yes, because with that being said, I'm not the one to promote stereotypes. So my thing is to counter those things because I know my demise would be to do what somebody think I would do. But I learned how to do the opposite, and which made me original and a trendsetter, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of used it for my advantage.
I mean, that's good to know. You feel what about a heat trick for you to come out with something positive.
Yeah, shouts out to my parents, you know what I'm saying? My mother and father. I was born into a Christian organization. I don't want to say anything about that because when you search for things and answers, you take positive with you, and I learned how to do that from my neighborhood. Shouts out and rest in peace to my leadway, Gary P.
I mean, but that's all love right there. You pretty much be the better half.
Would you repeat that?
You must be the better half.
Yeah, I agree.
So, tell us about this new single that you got on the Dagryhnd mixtape.
Okay. Well, I have a single with my brother, Mr. KB. Being in Tennessee, which Mr. KB is older than me, and he's experienced hip hop culture a little longer than I have, and we both had the appreciation. So we had the track "Runaway Child," which I produced also, because I have a studio set up, and my brothers are welcome to come work with me. And me and Mr. KB have a real nice chemistry to highlight some of our concerns through our music and also the community's concerns. So it ain't no need of us acting childish in our songs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that means I got some blessing.
Thank you. And then also, I produce Cadillacs and Cartiers. And it's one more, Mr. KB. You don't give a care, you know what I'm saying? You don't give a F is what the song's called because we express and I'm unapologetic for what comes out of our mouth due to our experience because then nobody apologizes to us for being born into what we experience on a daily basis.
You got a lot of deep in you. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother. I got kids too, and I want my son to be better than I am. That's one of my mottos I tell my children because they look up to me, and I value that, and I thank God. But the point is, I try hard and I struggle, and I don't want you to struggle and just apply yourself and be better than me. And I'm blessed to be a good example. I used to not be.
Well, it's an honor here, and then a real dad stands up and admits that you're trying to be better.
Thank you very much. I go and quote Tupac. That, like what you said, try and do better. What Tupac said was, your head is round. That gives you 360 degrees of learning. It's a continuous thing.
A lot of people don't see that.
I'm here to tell it, bro. Thank you.
A lot of people. So now, what is your next project you have coming up?
Oh, I'm sorry to say I can't say what's next because I'm a multitasker. I have so many things in the work right now with my artists, as far as creating beats, sending them to networks, shows I have coming up. I do old school. I do wedding receptions. It's hip hop culture to me because I'm gonna say hip hop dominated everything that I can branch off and appreciate because hip hop, as far as producing, is a mix of all the cultures. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I grew up looking at producers like that. East Coast music, it kind of dominated my influence. As far as a lot of brothers in the South listen to a lot of West Coast, and I did too, but I was into that. Getting the knowledge, A.B. and Rakim, he had them nations dropping science. Like I said, I was a Christian, and it made me respect other people's beliefs. It ain't like you got to sign up just to understand what your brothers and sisters go through or believe.
That is true. A lot of people don't know that, though.
I'm here to tell it, brother. Thank you.
A lot of people don't know that. So what do you think? What do you think about the direction that hip hop is going right now?
Man, underground hip hop is going in the right direction. The industry has always been counterproductive to the trendsetters and the real creators. Let me say that the real creators, where it come from, the underground DJ, the hole in the wall performers. It's still artists that are better than artists in the industry still doing shows, to empty clubs and stuff. And the direction need to shift because we paying attention to the wrong thing, We still hearing things that brainwash us and dumb us down when we need to support, people in our community or other areas that actually motivate. They just need a chance, and I hate that the industry don't give a chance because it's a standard to see brothers in a negative light for fame and money.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah. Boy, there's so much we can talk about for you on the same level.
Right.
I like to say you have an open mind and an open concept of understanding.
Thank you. Maybe we could pick up later. I'm always open.
So we can't get a sneak peek of your new single?
I'm sorry. I got away from like I said, I'm a multitask, and that's what happens to me. I gotta give a shout out to Roy Entertainment because I'm in the stage of planning some major moves for the people I work with and network with. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint something because at the same time, I want to know that the artists, if I get your material and we support each other, I'm gonna break your records in the clubs and try to get you on these mixtapes and things. And I appreciate you, Mr. Neely, because that's actually what I'm taking advantage of is getting my city and what we have to offer to the world for a change, a better day is what I'm trying to take advantage of some of these avenues. So that's why I'm here speaking. This kind of is my first interviews, and I've been doing music for 20 years.
Well, you know what you're doing good. Don't let nobody tell you you're not being real about it. That's all that matters.
Thank you. Yes, you're right.
You know, and if people don't like it, then it's going to keep their butt.
Right. And which is it's been a blessing to not follow the crowd because it's created me a new lane, and I'm very fortunate. You know, like I said, 20 years, and I still, I still got it, man. It ain't nobody but God. And one thing I like to tell people who's in the struggle that if you find yourself at the bottom, remember there's nowhere but up. So
I think a lot of artists need to hear that again.
And that's the thing too, and I also want to tell some of these new artists, have you a plan or an idea of what you want to do besides rapping? Because don't compromise your manhood for something that's temporary. Or even your family life. Because there's a lot of artists out here got families, you know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know they had families due to their content and their music.
That is true. That is so true. With that being said, we want to thank you for coming out to the Dagryhnd Radio. And do you have a shout out you want to give to anybody?
Oh man, I have a whole list. I'm gonna try to be real general. I got to shout out, like I said, my brother, Mr. KB, on the camera. Gino White, cause he's the thing popping in Pulaski and these areas around here. My cousin Jay Miller, and also grind, music group. Club Danis, Fred Banks, my brothers in school. We got the club scene. Man, it's a lot of people. Horton family, Athens, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee. Man, the whole Tennessee state, the whole world. God, like I'm from Clan land, but God has spreaded my music throughout the world. And it's so fortunate. Maybe one day I get to reach those places. So shout out to all the supporters.
Well, we want to thank you here at the Grind Music for stopping by. And remember, keep your head up and keep grinding. You are now an official industry boss.
Thank you very much. That's an honor to have a title. Thank you. All right, brother.
Thank you.